YouTube, what's going on? Your boy T Davis back again today, and we're going over how to run the match defense in Madden 21. Match defense has become very popular here lately as we head into March of the Madden season. I've been running match the last few years. When I made that deep run back in Madden 19, I ran a lot of match concepts in the club championship tournament run, so I know match pretty well. I'm going to break it down all in this video on how the pros are running it, how I'm running it, and how you can use it to get better on the defensive side of the ball here in Madden 21. Make sure you guys subscribe here to the channel on YouTube for the best pro player tips, gameplays, ebooks, and much more. I also have an ebook available down the link in the description below. My defensive, multiple defensive playbook ebook. We got nanos, coverage, how to build a scheme all on defense. Book a coaching session as well, down the link in the description below if you guys want to improve. Also, follow all my social medias. You can find those all down below, Instagram, Twitter, all that type of stuff. Appreciate all you guys' support, man. Make sure to go ahead and give this video a like, but let's jump right into it. Let's go. What's going on, guys? So today we're going to break down how to run match defense effectively here in Madden 21. You know, lately we're heading into March here, but match defense has been super popular, super effective on the pro circuit in the competitive scene. A lot of pro players running this. I think it's probably the best defense in the game right now, just because it confuses the opponent so much. If your opponent hasn't seen match defense a lot, it can really catch them off guard. They can get really confused. So it's a great thing to mix in, definitely. And I think right now you can run it, you know, I would say at least 50-40% of the game. Of course, I like to mix up my coverages, but match defense is just so good, so great, and definitely add this in to your game plan. So let's go ahead and show you guys how to run it. And it's very important that you follow this first step. So a lot of times, and we're going to run it out of the 3-3-5 wide here, but first, most important thing is with your coaching adjustments. I know how a lot of you guys, and the coaching adjustments are great. When you want to run zone defense or even man, mix in some zones, definitely have these curl flats, you know, on 20 yards, flats on 15, whatever the case may be, whatever zone drops you like, do it for that type of defense. But this is very important. Listen, when you're running match defense, all your zone drops have to be on default. You can't have any of your zone drops on any yardage. They can't be on 0. They can't be on anything. They have to be on default in order for the match defense to work. So once again, the curl flats need to be on default when you run match defense. Otherwise, they won't. The zones will kind of cancel out, or the match will cancel out, and it'll turn into a zone defense. So you have to have your zone drops on default. That's number one thing, most important. Now let's get into it. We're gonna break it down versus the most popular plays in the game, formations. So 3-3-5 wide. Obviously, what I like to do is come out in 3-3-5 and audible over. I'll sub in safeties here. At the linebacker spot and audible over to the 3-3-5 wide to get more speed there at linebacker, but just for the sake of the video, we're just going to break it down out of cover 4 show 2. So that is a match defense, the cover 4 match. Now remember I said you got to have it on default, so we're going to come out in that. Now offense first, we're going to run the trips tight end. We'll go over curl flat, as that's probably the best play in the game right now, the best play in trips tight end that everyone is running. So we'll break it down first versus that. Now, what I like to do first here is press. I always move my D-line to opposite the running back side, so that allows me to kind of blow up the inside zone right here with him if I have to, like that. Now, the only adjustments I like to make here is you always want to blitz your user. I'm not going to because I'm using 2 controllers, but make sure you always blitz your user, right? So that way you can have more guys in coverage on the D-line. You need 3 guys blitzing, like for the game. The game needs to show 3 guys blitzing. But just in your user blitzing obviously helps in coverage as well with the being able to lurk better. Helps that ball hawk when you have a blitzing angle with your user. So, but for the adjustments, I like to put my linebacker that's blitzing here, and I always have man align on in the coaching adjustments so that they line up correctly here. But with the linebacker on the left there, I like to either man him up or put him in a vert hook. I'm going to put him in a vert hook here, so it takes away that left middle. Now, most important thing I think for trips is with this guy right here. I like to have the fastest guy possible here. Murphy's not that fast, but if you sub in a fast guy at D-line right there, I like to either put him in a vert hook as well, so I have 2 vert hooks to the middle outsides, or I'll man him up on that running back, because you know the angle route out of curl flat is very good. A lot of times in trips, guys will use their running back out of the backfield, so that's what I'll do. Then of course, remember we're gonna be using him in the middle here with the blitz angle, but for the sake of the video, because I'm not going to be controlling the defense, I'm just going to put him in a mid read or a hook curl, because that's really what I would be doing anyways with my guys, just guarding the middle of the field here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And now let's take a look at what the defense is going to look like here. Of course, we're in the curl flat play, as you guys know, one of the best plays in the game. Let's go ahead and run it, see if anything gets open. And as you can see there, everything is just an absolute bag. Of course, with my user there, I would take it and watch the quarterback if he's going to scramble out. Not a lot of escape artist abilities in this game, so guys won't really run with the quarterback. But let's take a look at this coverage. Because, of course, you can blitz that left outside linebacker if you wanted to. You can put your D lineman on the right there and a spy if they start to scramble out. So you can take that away easily. But let's just take a look at the coverage on this play. So what's the money route in this play? It's either the angle route usually, or this post route to circle here. And if I can get onto him, you'll see, look at this coverage. The strong safety on the right side. So the opposite side basically turns it into a cross man situation where he mans him up across the field, just latches onto him. That's a complete bag. They're not going to throw that. Obviously, you have a fast guy there. You can put a guy with good man coverage if you wanted to in that spot. But absolutely bags that. Let's go ahead and take a look at this tight end route, as this tight end route can be a pretty decent route versus man coverage. Tre'Davious White latches onto him from the outside in this match coverage, so completely bags him. You're never going to throw that, especially versus Tre'Davious White. Tre'Davious White usually going to have a good corner outside. Angle route, which we love, and this is the route we kind of want to use her as well with our linebacker, but this has got the DN that we manned up on him, 93. You see he's staying with him, manned him up. We also have this guy who matched onto him. So that's why I said you can put your DN in a zone if you prefer, or you can put him in a spy if you want to allow just this guy to watch the running back route. We have our user here, who we can kind of guard anything with. So basically this running back's triple covered out here. So with my user, I'd probably go watch the post as well, or the backside curl. You see the backside curl here. We have him kind of just right in front of that, so they can't really throw this curl. It's a tight window to throw that. And then, of course, the flat is absolutely bagged. So curl flat, one of the best plays in the game. I mean, what are you going to throw in this spot? There's nothing to throw. The best choice is to run with your quarterback, and that's where our user comes into play to take that away. So curl flat, completely bagged. Now let's take a look at this. A second popular play is PA counter go. If I have that in my audibles here, because I said it, PA counter go. Another pretty popular play here in Madden 21. Some different setups guys will do is kind of just streak the tight end. They'll maybe put the running back on a angle route as well. Really can usually they'll just block the running back, something like that. But you'll see here, we'll go ahead and set it up again. We'll go ahead. I like to put this linebacker in a vert hook once again. I said, but you can do whatever you want with him. And then same thing with the DN. I'm going to man him up on the running back, and you're going to see here should have everything bagged. Let's go ahead and run the play. What do we have? Crossing route gets matched onto, running back gets matched onto. Once again, nothing open. So this is what is good about the match defense. It latches on to these crossing routes, post routes across the field, and we know in Madden that crossing routes, post routes are the best routes in the game year in and year out. So you take a look at the play here. Let's just watch circle on the crossing route. He's going to get matched onto this linebacker, and of course, remember, if we're in the 3-3-5 and we audible over, we're going to have a fast safety there. You know, I use the Packers a lot, so I'm going to have Amos or Savage there, who are 91, 92 speed. They're going to latch on to pretty much every guy there. You can obviously watch him with your user as well. You can even maybe put this safety here. If you know they're hitting you with that crosser, put him in a deep half or even a curl flat over there to watch it. But it's pretty bagged up as well with our linebacker. Take a look at the angle route. Covered well here. We got our man kind of getting toasted. Our D lineman's kind of getting toasted in the man coverage, but he's staying with them. And then we have this guy across here to kind of watch that route as well. Out routes getting covered. And then the two streaks on the outsides are bagged. So another way to run match coverage versus trips tight end. Let's go ahead now and look at gun bunch. Because, of course, gun bunch, you know, one of the best formations in the game as well. Very popular. This match defense, again, is a good defense for it. Z-spot and go. Very popular here. We'll go ahead and run it. So the usual setup for Z-spot and go is, you know, streak, circle, smart route, the corner route, backside drag. Something like this is what we usually see when guys running Z-spot and go. Very popular in the game. So the setup I like to do on defense is I'll press, shift my line opposite of the running back, of course, so we can blow up any runs if we have to over the middle. Now what I like to do versus bunch is put my safety on that strong side in like a deep half. So this guy right here, I'll put him in the deep half. You could put him in an inside quarter if you wanted to as well. It's really all preference. They're both playing similar for what we want out of this. Now, the setup I like to do is the splitzing linebacker here on the bunch side. I'll always man him up on the tight end because, you know, a lot of times that will they'll try to throw this quick flat to the tight end, and that's going to take that away. And then with this D end here on the left side, I like to man him up on the running back in case they want to throw maybe, you know, a quick flat, an angle route, even an option route, a curl, something to the running back will help take that away. Then, of course, we're going to use our linebacker right here. So let's go ahead and take a look at it now. Let's see what we have if everything gets bagged. And you see the corner route gets taken away, the backside drag, the streak, absolutely nothing open. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay now so you can see how that kind of bags this Z spot, this flood concept to the bunch side. Let's go ahead and take a look. Tight end immediately is manned up on that linebacker that we had, so we take him away. This is then we have our slot corner, who immediately takes away the corner route. And we, a lot of times if you're playing a guy in the slot that's good, you want an elite corner there. I think we have Josh Norman, who we know doesn't have the most speed to take away Curtis Samuel. So if you're using the Packers, put Jair Alexander there to take away Devontae Adams, but put your best corner probably in the slot against bunch to take away that corner route. We have the streak over the top that is getting matched onto by our safety that we put in the inside quarter, so that takes that away. Backside here, we're looking at the drag. We got the running backs being played by him, as well as our guy that we manned up coming behind him. So that's taken away. Then the drag gets a couple steps on him, but that's what we have our user for. Our user's over the middle, watching that drag. We're kind of going to watch the corner out first with our user, then bite down on the drag, and then take away the quarterback running with our user. So everything completely bagged here. Out of the Z spot and go. A lot of times guys will, they'll try to go to flood, right? Versus the match. Simple setup is this. You can run flood stock. It's one of the best route plays in the game. Once again, though, versus match, we always want to, versus the bunch, on the bunch side, we put this guy in that different zone. So either inside quarter, deep half, whatever the case may be. And then once again, I'll man him up on the tight end in case they try to throw that quick flat, and then man him up on the running back in case they try to throw maybe a wheel or an option route out of flood. Then, of course, we guard the middle with our linebacker like this. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. And what do we have? Absolutely nothing open. You see the out route gets played underneath by the defender, so they can't throw that quick flood route that they love. The quick little out route to the slot receiver that everyone likes to throw, because you're going to see our slot guy is going to kind of play underneath him. He's going to jump on this for a second. As you see, he jumped on that for a second. Boom. And then he jumps back underneath on the out route. So when they try to low pass that, you know how guys like to throw low pass that on the cut, we're all over that to make a click on pick. And then if they do, if they get trying to get behind him or something, we saw what happened on Z spot, so the corner route won't work. But if they try to throw that behind him, then I would just put this linebacker here in a curl flat to take away that, and then I would probably man up this D end on the tight end and then leave this guy blitzing. But as you see here, this running back is bagged again by this guy, so we don't need to even worry about him as much. So that covers that. The deep streak, of course, taken away. Then with our user, we're taking away this backside dig if he does get a step on him, so we can click on and make that pick right there. So yeah, this defense, match defense, this is the proper way to run the match defense versus the popular sets like trips versus bunch. It's a very advanced tactic, but it can be very effective if you utilize it properly and mix it in to really make it difficult on the opponent to move the ball on offense. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for the best pro player tips, gameplays, ebooks, and much more. Just trying to help you guys improve as Madden players. So I appreciate all you guys' support. Just past 5,000 subscribers on the channel. Let's keep it growing. Until next time, your boy T Davis is out.